Hello everyone, it's Mark and welcome back to our video Q&A series. In this video I want to talk to you about why the police will not Baker Act your loved one. So I've had a number of calls from people over the last several months where their loved ones are having significant issues of mental illness, substance use, and they've called 911 and said to the police, will you get somebody over here and Baker Act my loved one? Now the police come over and they make the decision not to Baker Act the individual. They just won't do it. And so they're calling me to complain. What can I do? Why don't the police do their job? And I said, well, as a general rule, the police do their job, but the police are not social workers. They are law enforcement officers, and they are allowed to Baker Act somebody, to basically take someone's liberty away under very limited circumstances when that person hasn't committed a crime. And so if a law enforcement officer, if police officers come to your house and they have made a decision that your loved one does not meet criteria, then that, as far as I'm concerned, is the end of the matter, and the person doesn't meet the criteria that needed to be established for a Baker Act. And so once that's been done, I'm certainly not going to run to the courthouse and ask a judge to Baker Act somebody when the police wouldn't do it because they didn't think it was appropriate. And so what I would say to you is that if the police aren't going to do it, and the police are an agent of the state, so if the state doesn't want to Baker Act your loved one, then maybe you need to be taking responsibility and making the decision yourself to get your loved one into treatment. Now, the Baker Act statute is not a treatment statute. It is only for emergency stabilization. So obviously, if you're having an emergency with a loved one, you call 911. And then they send out who they send out, and those individuals make the decision as to whether or not it's appropriate to take emergency action. But, we have a lot of tools here at Baker Act attorneys and drug and alcohol attorneys, Marchman Acts, guardianships. I can connect you with clinicians, with interventionists, people who can help you. But at the end of the day, you have to decide that you're going to take action, that you're going to make a decision for your loved one that they simply cannot make. And so don't leave it up to the state to do that, because at some point the state will just do it anyway, and then you'll be calling saying, listen, my loved one is in jail, my loved one is in a state mental institution, can you get him out? I don't want to be in that position. Not if you can take action to save your loved one yourself. So with that said, don't rely on the police to do the job for you. They're not social workers. But if you're having an emergency, call 911 and you should ask for assistance. Anyway, with that said, thanks once again for tuning in. Take care and be well. Bye-bye.